Sir, news from the underground.
Hello, welcome to The Underground. This is the podcast where we talk about the world and how crazy and weird and messed up it is. I'm your host, Duncan Michael McPherson. I want to explain on this podcast why I voted for the PPC, which I'm wearing their shirt, and I've actually helped them with their campaigning this election, which is really weird for me. So a little background history about me. I haven't voted. I don't usually vote. I think I've voted once in maybe the last 10 years. Maybe I haven't voted in 10 years. I'm not sure when the last time I voted is, if I'm being honest. And that's provincial elections or federal elections, any of it. I haven't voted for anyone in a long time. The reason that I voted for the PPC is because I'm scared of the other parties. If I'm being completely honest, it's really the only reason why I voted at all, is because there was a party who was against lockdowns. There was a party that was against mask mandates. There was a party that's against vaccine mandates, and the other parties weren't. I mean, in Ontario, we have a conservative government, and they did nothing. They did nothing to limit these, new mandates that they were coming up with. Sorry, they weren't even limiting. Like, they were coming up with the mandates. They were making mandates that were unconstitutional. That's the main reason, is the COVID stuff. And the way we handled COVID was completely mishandled by the Liberal government federally, and provincially the Conservative government. And I can't, like Aaron O'Toole is the Conservative candidate, and he's saying that they will support vaccines provincially, but they won't make a federal vaccine mandate. Well, your Conservative government did a vaccine mandate provincially, and if you support that, then you might as well support, if the Conservative government is doing vaccine mandates, then everybody's going to do them. So what are you talking about? I think it's a way of like getting around the question and not just like owning up to responsibility, which is that you really want vaccine mandates. That's it, Aaron O'Toole. That's it, Conservative Party. You want vaccine mandates. So you're just going to push it off onto the provincial government so they can be the bad guy. So what I want to do is bring up my screen here and read a little bit from what the People's Party says about COVID. So, facts. Lockdowns, mask mandates, school closures, and other authoritarian sanitary measures have not had any noticeable effect on the course of the pandemic. Regions or countries that implemented strict measures have been as impacted as those that did not. Please go see my video on, it's called Lockdowns Kill, because it's mind-blowing the damage that lockdowns did and how little it actually worked against COVID also. Both the vaccinated and the unvaccinated can get infected and transmit the virus, which negates the rationale for segregation and vaccine passports. Section 1 of Canada's Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Just by the way, any party that quotes the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, I'm a fan of you. Because everybody else seems to be ignoring it. It states that reasonable limits to our rights and freedoms can only be imposed if it has been demonstrated that they are justified in a free and democratic society. Such a demonstration has not been made for COVID restrictions, most of which are arguably unconstitutional. So basically their plan is to just oppose all these like over-the-top restrictions and mask mandates and vaccine passports for travelers, opposing vaccine mandates, vaccine passports, and any other authoritarian measures, and then support medical research and development of therapies to treat COVID-19 and other viral diseases. So, let's look into ivermectin and other drugs that might be helpful. And so that's basically it. That's why I voted for the PPC today. I went out early and voted for them. And I think you should too, because I think that if you care about your freedom, they're the only party you can vote for. The Liberals, the NDP, the Conservatives, they don't care about your freedom. They're all liberal, really. And I just call Conservatives liberal light. So go vote PPC if you're a true conservative and you want true conservative values. That's my political message, which I never thought I would be giving. So Thanks for listening. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to The Underground. Please subscribe on YouTube and like and share it on social media if you'd like to see more content like this. Thanks, everybody. Bye.